but we took in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs just starting the process. But this is a program that's going to be, I think, unbelievable for our country, and I think it's treating other countries very fairly.
The U.S. financial market Wall Street saw American President Donald Trump's recent announcement that auto tariffs are imminent as a show of flexibility on a subject that has upset markets for weeks. That happened even if he also hinted that not all of the penalties he had threatened would be implemented on April 2nd, and that some nations would receive reprieve. By imposing 25% secondary tariffs on any nation that purchases gas and/or oil from Venezuela, Trump simultaneously created a new front in the global trade war, which caused oil prices to soar. At the White House, Trump hinted that he would grant tariff waivers to a lot of countries, but gave no specifics, telling reporters that not all of the new tariffs will be revealed on the 2nd of April.
You'll be seeing Liberation Day, I call it Liberation Day in America. You're going to be seeing on April 2nd. Didn't want to do it on April 1st for the obvious reason, April 2nd. But you'll be seeing tariffs, and I think I've been very fair. I have them set.
The precise date of the implementation of sector-specific tariffs on semiconductor chips, automobiles, and pharmaceuticals was still to be determined and at the president's discretion, according to a White House official. The president is determined to impose reciprocal tariffs that are very strong, the official added, warning against anticipating a tariff reprieve. According to earlier reports from the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg, the administration may postpone sector-specific tariffs and is focusing on a smaller set of duties that Trump has been claiming for weeks would be implemented on April 2nd. On the hope that the tariffs that would be revealed next week might not be as onerous as anticipated, U.S. stocks ended Monday's trading session generally higher. The S&P 500 index closed at its highest level in over 2 weeks, up around 1.8%. In the meantime, Trump declared that the United States would slap tariffs on aluminum, pharmaceuticals, and automobiles in the very near future, asserting that the country would require all of those goods in the event of a conflict or other issues.
And we'll be announcing cars very shortly, and we already announced steel, as you know, and aluminum. We'll be announcing pharmaceuticals at some point in the not-too-distant, because we have to have pharmaceuticals. We don't make pharmaceuticals anymore in our country.
Later in the day, Trump announced that the car tariffs will be implemented in the coming days and that taxes on semiconductor chips and lumber would be implemented in the future. The 47th U.S. president held after a meeting of his cabinet, "We've been ripped off by every state," envisaging that the expected levies would raise rather astronomical amounts of money for American coffers, letting tax rates to continue low or come down.
I think treated very fairly, will be very fair. But the money that we're talking about is rather astronomical, and it should be, because we put years and years